Hello and welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys, and thank you for watching this, whether it's on YouTube or Rumble. I appreciate either one. Today is going to be the fourth and final installment of building the Siege Encampment, and this is a Bricklink Designer Series 4 set, and this is set number 910045, and it has a total of 2,598 pieces. I can't even read. But anyway, that's where we're at today. We've got bags 1 through 30 done. We've got 8 bags left, so we're just going to finish this tonight. Let me go ahead. I do not have everything laid out because it's such a big set that it's hard to do. So at the end, when we're done, I'm going to go ahead and lay everything out. And let me go ahead and switch cameras. And if you guys would, let me know if the audio is okay, because I know that this thing likes to goof off once in a while, and I don't know if it's goofing off, but you guys do. So, Greg, no Lego pickups, but I'm still short funds, but things are going pretty well, I think. I guess now is a good time as ever to tell you guys that so one of my neighbors let me know that there's a place in town hiring, and I don't want to say the place just yet, but long story short, I applied yesterday, and I got a call this afternoon. They want to do an interview on Monday. So this job's right here in town, so there'd be no commute. It's 2 miles from the house. The pay is very decent. And it's a full-time position, set hours. It's not like some other places I tried working. Anyway, that's what's on the agenda. Thank you, Jenny, or Mrs. Chip, as it's called. So, yeah, I've got an interview on Monday at 9 a.m. So that means there will be no mornings with Chip. Actually, yeah, there would be. I think there could be. You know what? I'm going to set it up for 11 o'clock. And if I don't make it in time, I might have to cancel it. But I'm going to count on doing it. And that will not be the final installment of the Ninjago City Markets, by the way. There's just too much going on there for that to be done. Oh, she's on her phone instead of her laptop. Oh, you were able to get them, Greg, the Speed Champions? Yeah, those come out officially on Friday. I have seen a few in my Facebook group that have already gotten them. I don't know how. Maybe the stores just put it out early, but yeah. So you were able to order them. Awesome. Yeah, I like the new Speed Champions. I'm still behind. I need the pink one. Just to let you guys know, I had, oh my gosh, I had a hell of a night last night. All right, so I told you a little bit about this. So the military switched companies that administer their healthcare program or their health insurance. And I'd just be nice and say I'm not happy with them. That's really the best way I could put it. I've had sleep apnea for 14 years and never had a problem getting my supplies or anything. This new company comes on board and they immediately tell me that they're not going to give me any supplies or pay for anything because they don't have a sleep study on file. So instead of trying to do a sleep study, I tried to get a hold of the old company because I remember their name. And unfortunately, they were out of business, so I could not get the sleep study from them. I was stuck with no choice but to do the sleep study again, which meant I had to pick a primary care provider because they no longer let me use the one that I had because they switched companies, you know. And I had to get an appointment with this new provider, and then I had to tell them what was going on, tell them I need a sleep study. So they had to go and do the referral for the sleep doctor. Then I had to explain to the sleep doctor, and the sleep doctor looked at me crazy because this has been my same sleep doctor for years now, like 6 years. And they were just like, you need it. I know I need it. I know I have it, but they're saying they don't. And they're like, well, we don't want to do another sleep study. I know you don't want to, but I need to. So I had to convince them. Then they had to get the authorization for the sleep study. And last night was the sleep study. And that's why I had a hell of a night, because when you do your sleep study, you're not allowed to wear your oxygen. You're not allowed to wear your CPAP mask. And essentially that means I did not sleep at all last night. So, and then I had to drive this morning an hour and 20 minutes away and return the sleep study supplies. And then I came home and napped after that. Well, here we got a lamb and a baby lamb. Don't they call a baby lamb a kid? If I remember right. And hey, Ken, how you doing? And okay, they did the IndyCar. Yeah, I don't think they do. Oh my gosh, we gotta do 6 of these. Holy crap. Okay, well let's just get going. And hey, Ken, he says, I'm sitting here watching my favorite mentor on my 30-minute lunch break. I appreciate that, Ken. So, yeah. I was supposed to have the sleep study supplies in by 10 a.m. However, I didn't get there until 10:30. And that's because I left the house on time to get there, just barely on time. And when I got to the Utah-Idaho state line, it was then that I realized I forgot the sleep study stuff at home. Even though I took it and put it in its proper envelope, yeah, I messed up. So it was just a hell of a day today. And yes, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne both passed this week. And Ozzy Osbourne, I didn't really know him like as a TV personality that well until later in his life. So I don't feel much of a connection with him. I mean, I know he had great music. However, Hulk Hogan's a different story. Hulk Hogan, I grew up with in middle school. He was doing WWF. It's not WWE, WWF wrestling when I was a kid. And I loved how animated that guy was when they did like the pre-show, I don't know what you call it, bashing each other. He was always animated with his facial expressions and stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, yes, rest in peace, my friend. He wasn't even that old, but this thing does not want to stay in one spot. Macho Man Randy Savage. Well, John, just to let you know, I didn't have a chance to tell anybody about the job because I literally did the application at 10:30 last night. And I got the call this afternoon while I was sleeping. And when it was time to call them back, like I woke up like 10 minutes before they closed for the weekend. So, yeah, there really wasn't a chance to tell anybody anything. So, but I'm happy about that. Oh, sorry, John, but no, everything's good as far as interview Monday at 9, and I will let you guys know the company as soon as I hear back on the job, because I'm not too comfortable telling you guys what company it is just yet. I was working on the city last night. Made some progress on the beach. Got the snack shack put together, or it was put together, but I tore it apart so that I could put Technic plates with holes in them, so I could add an LED light in there. And so, yeah, that's done. And I'm going to do some more work on the beach and the cliff wall. I don't want to give up too much, but you will want to watch my next video because I've got some good stuff planned for all that. All right, so when we were building the siege tower, I thought we were building the trebuchet, but I was wrong. And we are building the trebuchet after this. And the trebuchet takes, looks like 5 bags. So, all good. It's all good. Yeah, I wanted to work from home. Yeah, that would be my preference too, but this is not a work from home job for me, unfortunately. But I'm not going to complain. I think it would work nicely because they have set hours. They close early on a Saturday, and they are closed on Sundays. So, and that's really, the closed on Sunday part is really important to me because my family dinners are they're always on Sundays, and I really don't like it when I have to ask for time off to spend time with my family. It just seems so backwards. If I want to spend time with my family, I just want to spend time with my family. So, well, I'm really optimistic, John, that this will work out. In a large way, I think that it will. Okay, this thing is not cooperating at all. I know I hate to be that guy. You know who my daddy is, but it's not that case. But I actually, in a roundabout way, know the owner. I know a family member of his, and I'm good friends with his family member. That doesn't mean I have the job, and I don't want to give the impression that I have the job just because of that. Wow, this is really dumb, guys. This will not go in. All right, well, I'm just going to place it here anyway, and we'll figure out why later. Oh, okay. So I used the Black Falcon's crest for the thing, but they say that later on in the book they give you the pieces to make it the Lion's Knight. I'm gonna leave it as the Black Falcon, by the way. All right, let's start on the trebuchet. And I do have some news of the weird for you guys. I'm actually kind of excited to share the news of the weird this time. And mainly because I think it's freaking hilarious. The first story I don't find hilarious, though. The first one, it is weird, but I actually really feel for the guy and his family. All right, let's get started on here. And let's do the news of the weird. Let's do the first one. Okay. This one is called Play Stupid Games ... Well, we always know. Well, I think y'all know the saying, if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I had actually heard of this story on the regular news before I saw it on News of the Weird, but I would just be heartbroken if I was in this situation. Okay. So this guy named Derek Huffman, along with his wife, Deanna, and 3 children, moved to Russia earlier this year looking for quote unquote traditional values. Okay. Derek was hoping for a job with the Russian military as a welder. Okay, well, if that's what you want to do. I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. But he had no prior military experience, and just after a few weeks of training, he was sent to the front line in Russia's war with Ukraine. That is heartbreaking. You go there thinking you're going to have a better life, and instead end up on the front lines. Well, it gets worse. Huffman does not speak or understand Russian. He says, quote, I don't want anybody here in Russia to say we don't belong here. So if I put my body on the line for Russia, I've earned my place here. Oh, he said that on his family YouTube channel. Okay, I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel. Okay. I wonder what that's called. Now we are just believing in God that everything is going to work out as it's supposed to. Derek had to donate, in quotes, donate 10,000 rubles for his supplies, and he hasn't received any pay or bonuses after being in the military for a month. I honestly feel so bad for that guy, because you think you're going there underneath the pretense of being able to do something, and then you don't. You end up doing something totally different, and in fact, he's not even getting paid to risk his life. And I doubt that he will get paid, to be honest. So, really sorry to hear all that. We do have more news of the weird coming up. Oh, shoot, I'm messed up. This one goes here. That one goes there. But this is what we got. Been working on the city. And the city, well, I worked on the water, the beach, put some people on the beach. And then on top of that, I don't want to share this next part, but I got some ideas. I was searching through some old Lego instructions and did a Google search, and I found some ideas for the beach. They're exciting. Please watch my next video when it comes out. I think you guys will really like it. Okay. All right. So, Greg, any plans for the weekend? Yes. Tomorrow, I'm going to see my brother-in-law, Steve, and we'll be hanging out with him. Steve's the guy with one arm because of his bad car accident. I usually on Saturdays drop off Spencer there, and he helps Steve out, and then he gets paid a little bit, and then I go and run errands down in Ogden. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be running down to Ogden and taking care of groceries and some other things. I might even stop by Bricks and Minifigs, but I don't know. I was just there, and I think I pretty well wiped them out of any of the good stuff that I need. Maybe I'll hit Bunksters. I think I'll ask her first if they've had a chance to put more in their bulk bin, because when I was there the last time, they didn't have much either. But yeah, basically, I want to go to Bricks and Minifigs and Bunksters and see what kind of trouble I can get myself into, which I'm sure that won't be too hard. I'm looking for pieces for the city is what I'm doing. How about you, Greg? Do you have plans for the weekend? All right, guys, if you're keeping track, this is bag 34. 3-4 coming up. I will be doing a review on this set. Sorry, guys. I'm a little tired with everything going on. Hope I sleep well tonight and catch up, because these last night especially, like I said, it was just really rough with doing the sleep study and not being able to sleep. Monday, a few doctor's appointment and hoping to see Fantastic Four. Okay. Well, awesome. Well, let's do another weird news of the weird. The continuing crisis, this one's called. Carlos, and I am not going to try to pronounce that. We'll just call him Carlos, 35, of San Isidro, California, can't really explain to a U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service agent on June 25th how 14 keel-billed toucans got into the dashboard of his Volkswagen Passat. Yeah, I don't think any of us could explain that. Customs and Border Protection officers were alerted to a strange cargo when one of their dogs picked up a scent. The threatened birds appeared to be sedated, and some of them were injured. Well, that's really nice. Not only did you grab birds that are endangered, but you hurt them. Nice. Okay. Carlos said he had left his temporary home in Tijuana, Mexico, to get McDonald's in the U.S. He claimed his car had been parked and locked in his driveway overnight. On July 7th, he was charged with smuggling and illegal importation and was released on a $10,000 bond. Man, I'm sorry. That bothers me. Because why would you need to import illegal birds? We all know the answer. Someone wanted a pet or something. But still, just ain't right. All right, this next one for News of the Weird is called No Good Deed, and we know the rest of that saying goes unpunished. But the title stopped at No Good Deed. So let's start off with that. Well, that's nice. They don't really show me how this is supposed to go. But I think I got it. Okay, back to News of the Weird. That doesn't quite work. Okay, anyways, let's get to News of the Weird. A 21-year-old man suffered non-life-threatening injuries on July 6th when he tried to direct a shark back into the sea in Nantucket, Massachusetts. Okay, I hate to tell you, but that was your first problem, trying to tell a shark what to do. Like the shark understands English, and like sharks are never aggressive towards humans. Did it happen during Shark Week? I wonder. Okay, according to the Nantucket Current, the man had been fishing and caught a sandbar shark, which he and the others were trying to pull by its tail back into deeper waters. But when he released the animal, it turned and bit him on the leg before swimming away. Oh, man. Well, that was nice of me. I just spilled a bunch of pieces on the floor. Let me finish the story. Beachgoers watched and recorded the video as the incident unfolded. A friend took the injured man to the hospital, and he was transported later by helicopter to a mainland hospital. And yes, I just dumped, I don't know how many pieces. Okay, well, hopefully this is it. We'll find out. Now, normally I don't like turning on the other fan in here because it's kind of loud, but I'll be honest with you guys, I am burning up here because the AC has been off all day because I was gone, and then I came home and just took a nap. Haven't really been up here, so I am going to disappear for 1 second while I go turn on that fan. I shall be right back. Oh, John asked Greg if he's read the comics for Fantastic Four, to which the reply was, no, I'm wondering how it would turn out. Okay. Honestly, I haven't read the comics either. The only comics I ever really read was Transformers, way back in the day, back in the 80s, 90s. Okay, well, remember how I spilled all those pieces on the floor? I am now missing a piece. There it is. All right, good enough. Time's up. Yeah, time's up. All right. Oh. I'm very interested to see how this trebuchet works out because I've always wondered what it'd be like to design one. I can't remember them ever really having one. Maybe they did, but I don't remember Lego ever having one. All right, guys, on to another bag. Yeah, I think I was going to stay up and try to get some stuff done, but being completely honest with you, man, I'm so tired right now. I think I should probably just brush my teeth and just head to bed. John, do you have any plans for the weekend? All right, let's do another News of the Weird here. Oh, come on. Nothing serious. Okay. Well, my computer is not cooperating with me right now, but sometimes I don't think it ever will. So I'm not sure about a live stream tomorrow morning. Maybe Sunday. Maybe. Depends. Monday is also a maybe. But if we do Monday, it'll be another Ninjago set. I owe you guys a review on the Harbor Master's office. I also will owe you a review on this set here. So that's coming up. And I also owe you a review on the 3-in-1 Dragon, set number 31161. I built that one a while back and just never got to it. So I need to get to it. So I owe you guys a couple of reviews. So those are coming up this week. City updates coming up this week. And I think that's about it. And if and when we finish the Ninjago City markets, we're going to do the Ninjago City set next, because we're going to build the Ninjago, the newer, well, it's not so new anymore, but the newer Ninjago set. We'll build that, and I want to review all of those together. Okay, let's see. Enzo, come here. You were standing up when I called your name. And here's the channel's mascot right here. This guy, complete with bad breath and all. And believe me, he does come with a bad breath. Just be glad there's a screen between you and me, because you don't want to smell this. Oh, yes, he does. Max is officially retired. He has. Come here, Enzo. Sit. Are you cute? Oh, come on. Are you cute? Yes, you are. I agree. You're cute. I love you. Go say it back. You normally do. Not today. You camera shy? Are you cute? Okay. Well, he knows that. I actually took him with me to Ogden today because I knew I wasn't going to be getting out of the truck. I was just going to be dropping off those medical supplies. And then I did hang out with my brother-in-law for a little bit, but he's allowed in the house, so that's not a big deal. And actually, I didn't even bring him in the house. He was acting like he had to go to the bathroom, so I put him on a tether outside and let him dink around back there. Yeah, Enzo is a really good dog. I am super glad that the problems I had with him earlier worked themselves out. There was a time I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to keep him, but he's come around quite a bit. If I have enough energy, we'll go on a walk when we're done here, okay? He loves going on walks. Well, let's do another News of the Weird. Okay. The Weirdo American Community was what this one's called. And I have no idea why. I think we're going to find out. Big Country News reported that on July 15th, the Ada County, Idaho, oddly enough where I'm at, sheriff is asking for the public's help. Oh my gosh. Okay. I happen to read a little bit ahead doing this. Okay, I got to reread this because that caught me off guard. Okay. Big Country News reported on July 15th that the Ada County Sheriff is asking for the public's help in identifying a rogue booty slapper in and around South Boise. Oh my gosh, a rogue booty slapper. Okay, that's why I was having trouble with that, because I wasn't expecting to see rogue booty slapper on the screen. That's a mouthful. Okay, so the sheriff's asking for your help. Let's see. The perp who rides an electric dirt bike typically approaches women, slaps or grabs their butt as he rides by. He is described as a white male wearing dark clothing, a ski mask, and gloves. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the victims, because I'm sure they're not laughing. But damn, out of all the things to be known for, what are you in for? Well, I saw this big juicy butt while I was riding my bike, and I just had to hit it. I mean, can you imagine going to jail for that and having to explain what you're in for? Either he's going to make me fun of, or he's going to have mad respect while behind bars. One of the two, and I'm not sure which one, and I'm not saying which one I think should be his punishment, but oh my gosh, I cannot believe that is too much. A rogue booty slapper. Nice. Well, you guys asked for it, I just deliver. That's all. All right, let's go to bag 36 and get that done. I'm sorry, that one's going to be with me for a while, guys. A rogue booty slapper. In case you guys are wondering, the stories come from a column by Chuck Shepard. And he puts this out once a week. That's weird, Mrs. Chip. Your last comment, Enzo's cute, disappeared for a minute, and then it came right back. I guess YouTube was trying to make you take that comment back. All right, so we got this little guy here. We'll set him aside. And let's keep going. Sorry, guys. Rogue booty slapper, really. All right. So, do you think that guy rides around on his electric scooter or whatever it was, electric bike, and he thinks to himself, I'd hit that? I'm sorry. There's just too many jokes involved there. So I'm just interested. I'm just curious, guys. Would you be interested in me showing you some dating profiles? Now, of course, I'm not going to pick ones that I think you guys would actually be attracted to. The catch is I'm going to share the ones that are the weirdest, or the ones that are so entitled. It's going to be off the wall stuff if I do it. But I come across dating profiles because some of my friends know that I like those. And so some of my friends send me dating profiles. And So there would be an endless supply of them if we did this. So I'm just curious if you guys would be interested in seeing dating profiles. Okay. I don't have anything I could share today, by the way, but I could have something as early as the next stream. Okay, this does not look right. So let me make sure I go slowly on this one. All right. Yeah, I was watching this YouTube channel a couple years ago, and I'm trying to remember what channel it was, but it was a guy who built. He was living in England. He had some land, and his he had a couple. I guess they call them hectare acres or whatever. But anyways, a couple acres of land, and he built his own trebuchet, and they put a car on it, and they catapulted the car. I'm trying to remember what channel that was, but I don't think it's going to come to me because it's been so long. Well, let's see. We've got a few extra pieces. Okay. Yet another bag. We got one more bag after this, and this set is complete. We've got a couple different choices left, and I would like your guys' input on which one you want to see me build next. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I had it pulled up, but then my computer was acting up right before the stream. That's why I was a few minutes late, because I had to reboot my computer so that we had something to work with. Sorry, still going here. Here we go. Let's manage my order. Get rid of my address. Okay, so here's what we got. We've got this right here. And just let me know which one you'd like to see me build next. As soon as I get it up here. Okay, so we have this merchant boat, the Wild West train, and Riverside Scholar, because we've already built the siege encampment and this. And you know what? That's not really working out. Let me go to Bricklink, because these will be bigger. There we go. So we built this one on the end, but we have the Wild West train, the merchant boat, and then we have Riverside Scholars. The Wild West train. Okay, we've got one vote for that. Anybody else? Because I would be more than happy to build any of these. I'll leave it up here just for a second. Merchant boat, Wild West train, and Riverside Scholar. The merchant boat. Okay, we got a one vote for the merchant boat and one vote for the Wild West train. John, you want to chime in on which one you want to see next? And anybody else who's out there? But yeah, we've got all kinds of things coming up. And don't forget that Series 5 has already started. Now, they haven't shipped them yet, but they've already been ordered. So when they get here, we'll do some more. And I do apologize that I'm not very talkative tonight. It is really hard to think when you're this tired. And I did not realize that this was going to be that rough. So, okay, what did I mess up? Oh, okay, well, let me fix that. Okay, okay. I hope you guys do appreciate the effort I'm making, even though it's I'm really tired tonight. And if you do appreciate it, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. Okay. I love how they made this counterweight. They did a really good job on that. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so how does this go on here? Okay. Greg, I really wished I could buy some Legos right now, but with me not working, I'm really limited on anything I can buy. I don't know why this is being such a pain in the butt. Jeez, just go in there. Nice. So it wouldn't go in there, but now it comes right out. No problem. Awesome. If I were going to get anything right now, it would be the Speed Champion cars. because I literally own all of them they've ever come out with, even the 6 stud ones, the early ones. And I'd hate to come this far collecting them all and then have to stop collecting them. You know what I mean? Okay, so now we have the ammunition. All right, now we got to build a few warriors. I really like the fact that Lego, well, it's been many years ago now, but they started making different faces besides the yellow smiley face. I like all these different faces. They add a lot more character to all of this. Oh, shoot. I certainly didn't mean to throw that around. Okay, so we got warrior number 1, swordsman. Alrighty. So we've got an axeman who's got a little clip there to put it on his back. And it looks like next we have a couple of, well, this one actually is just one. It's a crossbowsman, which is a woman, which I'm not trying to be at all crazy when I say this or mean, but it's kind of stupid because they didn't really have female warriors back then. That's just modern day interpretation trying to leak its way into the past. And obviously, I don't have a problem with a female being a warrior. After all, I do have a wife who's in the military. So before anybody goes off on me about that crap, just understand I don't think it's historically accurate. And mainly because it's not. Alrighty. Okay, so we have this nice ladder with hooks on it. Go up against the castle wall. And the rest of this stuff, I'm not going to do anything with it because this is if you want the to switch sides. And so I will apply the stickers, but here is the other colors for the other warriors and the other flag that if you wanted to make this the Lions Knights instead of the Black Falcon, you would use these. I really wished I would have had the money to get 2 of these, because I'm sure on the secondary market now they're way expensive. Because having 2 of these would be awesome, especially if I stay here in this area and I do the Welsh Festival next year. That'd be super fun to have a setup with a couple of these sets. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen the next year. I might win the lottery by then, and I might be able to buy all the Lego I want. And by the way, I wouldn't tell anybody if I won the lottery, but there would be signs. Okay. So what we need to do now, as soon as we're done playing the sticker. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that. There we go. So we have the flags. We got this. Let me slide these out of the way. I promised you guys I would show you everything once it's done. And, well, now that we're at that point where I can call it done, let's go ahead and bring the rest of the set out. We do have this, and I will zoom out too because I'm going to need to. Let's put the, let's just assemble the warriors, even though, I don't know why this guy has a red paint roller. That's kind of weird. Okay, so here we got a tent. We've got the ladder. We've got the cart with the mini catapult. We've got the ale wagon. And like I said, I will zoom out so you'll see all this. We have a tent. We have a couple of warriors. Not really sure where to put them. We'll find homes for all these guys. All right, let's grab the other one. Okay, so we have the rest of the set over here. We've got the other tent. We have the blacksmith's area, which I never did bring that missing piece out here. We've got the... Okay. So this is the whole entire set here. There is a lot here. I will do a review on this. That'll be coming out in the next couple of days. I thank you guys for being here. If I can do a video or live stream tomorrow morning, I will. I'm not sure yet. I won't know until last minute. Same with Sunday and same with Monday. But if I don't do those, hopefully I can get some of these reviews out of the way, get them posted. And thank you, Mrs. Chip. They are pretty cool. If you guys would, please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave me a comment below. All right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you on my next video.